What's good guys, Tiger here, and today I want to give you guys tips to complete the combat knife in Black Ops 4 and get that beautiful gold camo so you can eventually get dark matter. Wow, this grind is very hard. I'm going through all the worst ones, so I've done the snipers, done the pistols, I'm on the shotguns, and I've just completed the combat knife. Combat knife was definitely the hardest because you don't have a gun. I honestly feel that even though we have more health in Black Ops 4, what I thought would be a huge advantage for the combat knife, I really do not feel that way. I felt that completing the knife in World War II was just a lot easier, and I just think that the mechanics behind the knife are just a bit clunky in Black Ops 4. I really can't put my finger on exactly what it is. I think it's maybe the perks and maybe some of the equipment, just some of the things that you can do with your class just don't really hand itself to a running combat knife, gameplay. Okay, so the class I used to complete this is I went for lightweight. That is definitely something you definitely want. Perk 2, lightweight, so you run faster. Went for cold-blooded, just so I'm not getting those really stupid deaths from score streaks. Dead silence was a big one, and then I used ghosts to stay off the UAV, but then once I unlocked tracker is something I definitely use. Being able to see the enemy's footsteps allows you to know exactly where they have been and where they're going, so you can just completely follow them to get those backstab kills. Now, completing the camos, now the first half of it is really easy, it's just time consuming. You need to get 200 kills to get Red Tiger to unlock those other camos. Now, 200 kills is quite a lot. It will definitely take you a while. You'll probably get between, 10 and maybe 30 kills in every game, depending on how good you are with the actual knife. But that is definitely the easy part. One thing to consider if you are using the knife, just completely forget about your KD. Just completely put that aside. Completely just forget about your KD, because you're just not going to have a good time. You're not going to go positive. Actually, I had a few games, definitely towards the end, I was definitely going positive in most of my games using a knife. I was playing control consistently. Obviously, you want to play core. That might be common sense to most of you, but don't play hardcore with the knife. Definitely going to have a bad time. But yeah, I played control because then I knew exactly where the enemy teams were going to spawn, and I knew where they were going to try and get to, what is obviously both objectives. Now, once you've got the 200 kills, the challenges that you need to complete, you need to get 10 backstab kills. That is something you will just generally get just by playing. That is not necessarily a hard one. You just want to constantly be on the flanks. I'll go through playstyle in a second on how to actually achieve and get some of these kills. But backstab, you need 10 kills. You need to get 10 survivor medal kills, what is taking damage while killing someone. So you're basically going to be attacking them from the front. They're going to be starting to shoot you, and then you're going to knife them. Again, that's another one you'll just generally get while playing. Now, there are some that are a lot harder. For example, you have to kill someone and then kill them with that weapon. The best way to track that is really easy in Black Ops 4 because you just look for the specialist. So if you kill, let's say Ruin, you pick up his gun. Now you obviously need to push up the map because you know that he's going to spawn up. So you want to then run towards the spawn. Free-for-all is something you definitely don't want to do to complete this challenge, but once you've stabbed someone, immediately just pick up their gun. I tried to complete this one last, by the way. I definitely completed this one last. Once I've done all the challenges just using the knife, because this one involves actually killing people with a gun. So once I've stabbed someone, let's say I stabbed Ruin, I'll then make my way to the spawn, try and find them. As soon as I killed Ruin, I then completely just dropped the weapon, picked the knife back up, and just moved on. I was pretty much only able to do this like once per game, so it does take a while. It might take you a lot longer. It's going to be something really hard. You really just have to focus on it 100% to do that challenge. But my advice for this one is keep an eye on what specialist you're killing, making sure you pick up the right gun, and then make your way up to the spawn and just wait for that person. You definitely want to push up, make sure, because that is the only way you're going to know exactly where they are. Because you don't want to be trying getting in gunfights with lots of other specialists when really you just want to go for that one person. Now, the challenge for the purple hex, you'll get that pretty quickly. I think I got that pretty much in the next game after I got Red Tiger, so you'll complete the purple hex one fairly easy. But the last one, that is probably one of the hardest, is getting 5 Bloodthirsties. This really really challenges you. You really need to play careful, and the play style that I'm going to recommend to you is how I recommend getting the Bloodthirsties. So obviously you want to literally just focus on the flank. You don't want to play the objective at all. I'm pretty sure you guys know that. Forget the objective, play control, always flank the less likely route. You want to go completely the other way. And how I manage to get my kills is I try and go up behind people, I try and kill them, and if I don't know where anyone else is, as soon as I kill someone, I just try and run away. Another thing I do that really helps is you want to literally just stand in a doorway or round a corner, try and push yourself to get as close to that corner as possible without revealing yourself. So if someone's about to come around that corner, you don't want to have like your arms sticking out with your knife. That's going to look very stupid and you're not going to survive. So you want to make sure you're giving enough room so you're not revealing yourself, and then you want to be crouched, and then as soon as you see them, you just want to literally just pounce on them, stab them, and then you might want to hide behind that corner again or move to a different corner. You want to always try and be towards maybe the closest corner or to the closest doorway from their spawn, because that's the people that you want to try and get, the people who are just spawning up, who don't necessarily know that there's going to be a guy with a knife just around that corner. But it's going to involve a lot of moving. You want to literally try and be on the move, but you want to be moving to different kind of like camping spots or different corners where you can find people to kill them. You want to make sure you're using UAV, and you want to make sure you are using counter UAV as well. The gear I used was stim shot because I want to be able to heal myself while be able to stab people, because you want to be able to heal as well as run away. So stim shot I find is really good just because it allows you to stay on the move. Yes, you could use something like acoustic sensor because you'll be able to hear them and see them on the mini-map. I don't think that is necessary. Yes, you could use it. It's probably the second best, if not the best. But in my opinion, I prefer the stim shot because it allows me to heal while moving fast. It's just a fast-paced gear, and that's what I think is the best. Now, the specialist that helped me complete all of these challenges pretty much was Ruin, and I just focused on the grappling hook. That's all you want. You don't want to use the gravity slam because you want to get kills. I only used the gravity slam when I thought, okay, they're just too far away for me to stab and I want to stay alive. So grav slam, bang, few kills, and then you can move on. But the grappling hook is just so good, especially if you're going on those flanks. It allows you to just get round a lot faster. Plus, if someone is in the distance, you're trying to close the gap and they're not facing you, being able to grappling hook near them, close that gap in order to stab them is just amazing. So I really recommend Ruin for completing these challenges. There's two other specialists that I could recommend as well. Prophet, because of the Seeker drone. The Seeker drone just shocks people in their place, and as long as you're not walking up to the front of them, because obviously they can still hip fire you, just come around the side, easy kill, especially if you want to just try and get those first 200 kills to Red Tiger. And the other specialist I use is Crash, because his main specialist ability gives you that extra 50 health, what allows you to survive longer if you're chasing someone who's shooting you. So Crash, Prophet, but Ruin is the main one in my opinion. I really hope these tips help you complete gold. Please let me know your struggles and how you're getting on, and any tips you've got for anyone that is trying to get gold with the combat knife. But that is all from me. If you enjoyed the video, you want to see more, consider subscribing, turning on notifications. But that's all from me. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.